Hi everyone, and welcome to this video called Exhausted. Is it perimenopause or is it burnout? What's the difference? And I'm going to give you 5 key differences that you can use to help you differentiate between the two. Number 1, the most obvious, are you between the age of 35 to 50? Because if you're within that age bracket, it's highly likely that any overwhelm or exhaustion or feeling depleted could very much be related to perimenopause. Lifestyle burnout can happen at any age, and it's very consistent and very constant, and you will be feeling a certain way more regularly and more consistently. And that will become clearer as we go through this video. Number 2, hormonal influence. This is a really key area. Are you tracking your monthly cycle? Do you have access to a period app, or could you start to journal your monthly cycle? And the reason that I say this is because there are 4 stages that we go through in our monthly cycle that can impact our mood, our energy levels, our sense of well-being, whether we remember things or forget things more, whether we ache more. And it's important to be connected to your body and be mindful of your patterns in your monthly cycle. Typically, the first stage of your monthly cycle is when you have your period, and your hormones will start to increase towards the end of your period. Your estrogen, your progesterone, and your testosterone levels start to build and replace and restore any depletion. So that sort of 5 to 7 days after you've had your period, you will start to notice your energy levels will increase and you'll start to feel perhaps more like yourself. And this can last for about 2 weeks until your hormones start to decline again, ready for your next period. So that's a key indicator on how you can differentiate between if this is perimenopause or burnout. If it's lifestyle burnout, again, these feelings are going to feel more consistent, more constant, and you are going to be aware that there aren't really any patterns that you can notice, because the depletion, the forgetfulness, the low energy is consistent throughout the month. So that's going to be a really key indicator on whether this is perimenopause or lifestyle burnout. Number 3, sleep issues. Perimenopause can very much affect your sleep. Is your sleep consistently affected, or is it related to the fluctuation in your hormone levels? So this is again something that you can track through your period app or journaling to help you to match up any patterns that are happening for you. If this is lifestyle burnout, your sleep is going to highly likely be impacted throughout the whole month. There are obviously some changes that you can make, which I'm going to go through at the end of the video. Number 4, cognitive effects. Perimenopause has so many symptoms related to it, and if you do a simple Google, you're going to get things like hot flashes and irregular periods. Well, I was that person who was looking for a solution around why I was feeling burnt out and exhausted, and I couldn't believe that one of the unknown symptoms or lesser known symptoms was joint pain and joint ache, and that was very much for me related to perimenopause. If you're feeling over emotional, you're feeling low in energy, joint pain, yes, irregular periods, and yes, hot flashes, and forgetfulness and brain fog, and those things can become much more extreme during the times when your hormones are depleting within your monthly cycle. If you have lifestyle burnout, you're going to feel mentally overloaded, emotional, feeling just overburdened and exhausted, and again, it's going to have that more consistent experience for you, and that can be attributed to many things like having increased cortisol levels, adrenaline, constantly being in fight-flight mode, which are going to not be serving you in a positive way. Another key indicator if it's lifestyle burnout is becoming ill a lot. So if you're constantly getting colds and constantly getting coughs and flus and those kind of viruses that are going around, then that's your immune system that's compromised. And again, it's going to be important for you to look at solutions on how you reduce that. And that takes us to number 5, which is all about recovery. Many women have gone to the doctors to seek help with their burnout, thinking that it is a lifestyle burnout, and actually they're in perimenopause. And sometimes they are prescribed antidepressants and are noticing that they're not really feeling any different, because actually they need something else that is going to help with their hormones, such as HRT. If you have burnout, lifestyle burnout, there are key things that you can do to help to reduce your burnout, to help to reduce your cortisol levels. And that for you is going to need to be looking at in your lifestyle, looking at your behaviours. What is it that's driving this burnout? Are you a perfectionist? Are you constantly people pleasing? Are you saying no politely? Are you able to delegate? These are all areas that is going to be really important for you to start to adapt and change if you want to reduce your burnout symptoms. So if you have lifestyle burnout, it's going to be very important for you to rest, to bring in more work-life balance, to make sure that you're eating sensibly and getting the right nutrients in your body, and looking at relaxation techniques and all of those things that can help to start to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation system in your body. And that can very much be being blocked if you're in high cortisol, high adrenaline, high fight, flight, freeze. So that's going to be really key for you if you think this is lifestyle burnout. If you think that this could be perimenopause related, again, look at what you can do to help to rebalance your hormones. So there are many different things and approaches that you can take. And you're either going to be the kind of person who prefers a more alternative route, and that's looking at things like diet, homeopathy, seeing a naturopath, or a specialist around hormone balance who is offering natural and alternative solutions for you. If you want to look at hormone replacement therapy, HRT, then it's going to be important for you to go to the doctors. I've done a lot of research in the area of perimenopause, going through it myself currently, and it's really important to get the right doctor and the right support. And there are things that you can do to prepare yourself for that doctor's appointment. So I would really encourage you to do some research. I really like Dr. Louise Newson. I really love the informative videos that she shares, and she gives you a lot of education and a lot of information about all things hormones and also the different routes that you can take to help you. And some other solutions to look into if you're in perimenopause is, of course, looking at your own mindset health and looking at your own personal development. So whether you are in lifestyle burnout or feeling that you resonate, that you have perimenopause-induced burnout, it's going to be important for you to work on your inner stuff as well, because those things get amplified in perimenopause and menopause if we don't address them earlier on. So if you have, if you're in a high stress state or have high stress levels, whether you're in perimenopause, whether you're in burnout, it's going to be really important for you to look at how you can start to change your behaviour and address your personal lifestyle, personal habits and behaviours and drivers to really help to reduce amplifying the symptoms, so whether that's perimenopause or burnout. If you'd like some help on how to tackle your own limitations and stress levels from a mindset perspective, I have an amazing mind empowerment toolkit. I'll share the link below, but this takes you through a whole journey of self-paced, self-led, internal inner work that can really help to reduce and restore your own inner equilibrium. And perhaps if you're a bit of a perfectionist and people pleaser, how to look at ways to overcome those unhelpful behaviours. And perhaps your belief system is blocking you because you feel like you have to please everyone all the time, or you're worried you're going to lose your job, or that your business isn't going to make enough money if you take a bit of a back step or start to look at alternative ways on your own healing. So I'll share the link below for that. I hope this video has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.